podcast work in progress.
Hot mics. Let's go. Yeah, midnight social podcast, social reading, social something. It's all at midnights because this is the best time to choose to go online because it's the end of the day. No one's going to bother me personally. Everyone has a little bit free time. We kind of do this for about 2 hours and stuff like that. I'm your host, Kuroonist. Uh,
And I am your co-host, MR.OverLord, or some people will call me sketchpad, but that's a story for another day.
for another day. Usually we're joined by a third person, but he hasn't shown up or made any noise. So I had to.
Yeah, yeah, our pal here might suffer from stir craziness, so
He, um,
because like he's pretty much every day on his tablet.
that's so.
I don't know, but it's I don't know, but I know like jobs that work remotely, stir craziness is probably like a common thing that might happen.
Okay. Well, yeah, I haven't heard from him in a while, so I don't know what's going on with him. Hopefully he'll join us next time in our thing. And also, I had to kind of edit our thumbnail to actually just be a bit like I changed it to just in both of us when it's when it's just us doing the podcast. I can't have I don't want to do the editing thing where I like add a new person in and they just jump in kind of stuff. But that's already hard enough to do um, on a tight schedule. I have everything else to do. Like I said, it's a work in progress. I'll probably do it, probably not. Won't.
This is why you save your shit in PSD or like have each character have its own fucking
Oh
layer.
yeah, no. Each person does have their own layer. Yeah, that's true. No, they do have their own layer. Just that it's one of those things. When you're like a person would. I was thinking like when a person like comes into the chat, and then you fade them in or they pop in to the spot, and the kind of thing like people would see. Oh, actually, no, it's really the thumbnail. What am I talking about? No, okay, I was thinking of a I'm thinking of a thumbnail, and it was gonna just be like the overlay, which on the thumbnail was just gonna be the thumbnail going along the thing. But I just realized this is a in person podcast. I was like, that makes no sense after a while. I just thought about it. I wasn't thinking about it, but now I'm thinking about it. Anywho, um, we actually this channel's actually gotten a few more people, so it's up to 9.
Welcome everyone to this VOD.
Oh, Hector, is he? He says he's listening. Um, I let me check the thing. Okay, he is. Yeah. So, yesterday I did do a. I played his game on the channel, and I showed. Well, not yesterday. It was Friday. Friday I showed it. Today's like Sunday, not morning, at 12 and something.
Yeah, it's officially Sunday now.
Yeah, we got weird times. Whoever's listening to this, and wherever you
We
are in
do.
the
We're
world.
both around at the same time. We're both Eastern Standard.
Yeah, and yeah, that's the problem with like a lot of these things. Once you find your tribe in the same kind of time zone, it just becomes easier that way, and everyone else has to kind of just like wait till. I was like, wait, where's it? When's the show gonna come on? Like when the show gets more popular and stuff like that, people will be like, "When's you guys are late?" And then they'll be asking like, "What happened to the show?" or something like that. Then I have to kind of keep up with people because time zones are crazy. I don't really want to do time zones. Like I don't want to mess around those things because it's already hard enough to like upload.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people say like in their time zones, let's say like, oh, we're doing this like 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah. I think it was to pass. Not to pass. I think it's webtoon. Or one of them was like PST. I'm like, oh, what is that? I'm like, oh gosh, I'm gonna look it up.
To pass this fucking PST, like, what the fuck are you guys smoking there?
Uh, Comics, good. Well, BL comics at least.
Well, a lot of
Romance
let's be
comics.
honest here. A lot of to pass comics are primarily just either fucking romance or yaoi bait.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not here to complain, but there's really barely any chance you can really get there. You can get up with the crowd because I've seen so many comics out there, and yeah,
Yeah, it's like
no one on our level is
yeah,
actually making it to like the front page. Like I haven't seen one person on webtoons or on Tapas who's ever made it to a level where it's like, okay, here I am. I'm on the front page and I can tell everyone about it. It's like everyone's on there's like the top tier and then the middle tier, which is I don't know what the middle tier is, and then there's the low tier, which is
there's
everyone
like
else.
people know you, but not like, but you're not really at the front page. That's where that's middle.
That's okay. So that's considered front page. All right.
It's like people know about you, but you're not like, but you're not really like you're not really popping yet.
No. Well, let me just actually look at the past page because I barely go there anymore because like
Yeah, it's like another thing about that kind of pissed me off about the past is that they now replace their forums with a Discord server.
well, really? Yeah, no. Oh my goodness! Everyone's we're just going using Discord, even if it's a different social media. Like I was just like,
It's like, well, it's like the forums was part like a way of well, primarily the forums served as one as like a to get hired, and three, people, which I used the most, was to like notify people of my comic.
uh-huh. Oh, romance and yaoi bait. Yeah, you can't win. Um, yeah, I didn't even know there was a forum. To be honest.
There used to be a forum there.
I guess I just never used it, or I just never saw it. Looking about taps, help, Discord. Yeah, I see the Discord link.
Yeah, that used to be the forums.
Oh crap! I just got into Discord. No, no thanks. I don't want to go there. Just shot me over to the
Yeah,
Discord. Like, no, I don't want to go there.
that used to be the forums,
Huh?
and the forums were a bit of an improvement, like I said, because without the forums, you um you pretty much have very little of a fighting chance.
Yeah. Um. I guess just putting in things in Discord is just like I guess it just seems easier because it's all those
Like in theory, it's easier, but in practice, it's fucking not.
yeah. Um.
If it's not fucking some yaoi bait or some, like I said, if it's not yaoi or if it's not romance, then, or the third thing, which is being around at the right place at the right time.
A sketchpad, someone would say, what happens if it's just because we're bad? Maybe we're just not good artists or not good writers, or maybe we don't have enough money to push to the top. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe we're just terrible.
That could also be a thing, can be a good factor as well. But then again, some comics blow up because they have even though their art style is that of a out of a fucking newspaper wrapping.
Uh, true. Um, and I guess,
And it's also and it's also the what kind of comic you're making as well, because if you make something like a superhero comic with very rather piss poor writing and like the artwork is mediocre at best, then you're not going to blow up that much.
I mean, I never
But
read the Batman comic that they put up on there. Like that is
the
around,
webtoon,
yeah, the webtoon one is that one. Um, does that fall into the category of piss poor, mediocre writing?
I haven't read it either, but yeah, but like I said, it was like, if you're making a comedy, you gotta make sure like at least some of the jokes land. However, if you're planning to make like an actual story and all that fun stuff, then you may have to take some bits of writing classes.
But Batman's got like 1 million followers. Obviously, I mean, what was Batman like? Yeah, you're not gonna win. I mean, if you I know one thing is that if you make fan art, you'll shoot to the top. And I'm not particularly about fan art because what happens is like once you stop doing fan art, then when you try to make your own stuff, people don't care. Like you do if you keep on doing this, like making fan art, and you
Yeah,
decide
it's
to make
like
your own OC, people are just like, what is this? I'm tuning out. So that's one problem. I think the other problem is the Coomers. They're very strong and they make
they're both like a massive pro and a massive con at the same time.
yeah. And that meme, I found it on 4chan. I probably could find it
It,
on.
it's like um it's like one hand they're really great because they are the types of people that will pour in the most money for you.
Oh,
But yeah, the other hand, it's like
no, because what happens is you're right. Because I remember coming across a post that had three things. It's like eccentric buyers, furries, and something else. Like there's three kind of people who buy art. Find that post. I hope I didn't delete it because this is one of those moments where you're like, I want it, but I
yeah,
lost it.
it's like I said, like they're both a blessing and the curse at the same time, which is funny as hell to me.
Yeah. Find it. What?
But yeah, it's like if yeah to truly succeed in webtoon, like you got to be at the right place at the right time, or like I said, make yaoi or romance shit.
Yeah, I don't think it can keep up. I I tried my best.
But yeah, it's like it's either one of those things.
In my past life as an artist, I tried my best to keep up with it, but I couldn't.
Oh yeah, and one more thing, be consistent.
Yeah, I was more well. Okay, the consistency I can say I wasn't really that well on like
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to work on myself.
but other than that, I would say I tried my best at everything else. I tried to get that. I did 10 years of like comic making, so of course I tried everything except for like pump money into it. Well, actually, no, I put money. I did. I like I said, I tried everything I could. Maybe there were some
But when
things
I
I
made
missed.
Mr. Ink, I only used Medibank on my iPad.
Oh yeah.
When I specifically when I made season 1.
I have been using Photoshop, but I don't think I think I tried to use Medibank once, just once. It just didn't have that. It had a batching file that like turns everything into the same thing. Like I have the two different versions of Photoshop, and
Yeah, it's like
one does the thing I need, and the other one doesn't do the thing
well,
I need.
before let's yeah, because like that feature is patented, believe it or not.
Yeah. Oh, no, that makes sense. Makes everything much more harder in my life because it just shrink every image, and it's like you.
Yeah, because like Adobe has certain patents
Yeah,
that forces you to stay in their ecosystem.
and that's the thing.
Linus Tech Tips did a really good ass video on it.
Okay. Like it's just a problem where it's like you get the image and then you have to like shrink all of them like one by one. Just like and every different site has like a different dimension. That's like that's really that kind of was one thing that like turned me off of just like uploading because I'm like I can't even. I have like I made 1/800 by 12, and everyone's like 940 by 12, and it's like I have to really shrink this one by one
Um,
on
to
Medibank.
pass, believe it or not, now has like an almost unlimited thing on height. So
I think it does. I haven't uploaded. Oh, I haven't uploaded in a while, but yeah, I think it does.
yeah, they got rid of like their height requirement, so it's just like the width just
Okay.
matters.
Yeah. Whenever I decide to actually get back into comic book making, maybe I'll like
Yeah. When the fuck is Black Suit Men?
Well, Black Suit Men is after OmanaC, or maybe during OmanaC. Maybe I'll feel like the urge to like I need to make a panel, but you have to juggle between Black Suit Men and a juggle between the sprite making and programming and stuff like that. Also, I kind of had to feed Black Suit Men to the wolves because what happens is like my mom was like, "Where's the money coming? And when is it coming now?" And so on. Where's the money? I'm like, okay, here. You can still beat up on Black
Go
Suit
buy
Men.
your alcohol money.
Like you can still beat up on Black Suit Men. So I just said, all right, I'm just gonna give this to you, and I'm just gonna just work on OmanaC until I had to reveal it and say I'm working on another project. So, um, or
Well,
just
I'm
get a better
sorry
job.
for fucking spoiling you guys.
And so that's the thing about it. But I do have books. I do have ebooks. Not the book, not any like. Let me. I think I check my Lulu.
Oh yeah, do you have it on cat like what category you have this on? Talk shows and podcast?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Uh, I still have those books up there because I don't even have one. Uh, I should just put Black Cement. I don't want to buy a book again because after if I do publish it, I have to buy it just to. Well, actually, I have to buy it to make sure it goes global, and I don't think it ever happened. Oh, here they are. Yeah, I really gotta do something about that. Yeah, the ebooks have survived. They're like dollar
Yeah,
75.
like
Maybe I just have to just redo the cover. Actually, no, cover 10 is good. It's just everything below 10. Uh, because that was made at a time. It was made in it is a time capsule. I don't think I should really change it because it's a time capsule, and I really want to get back to this time capsule at some point. Actually, oh, that's ebook. What are all ebooks? Do I have any more pages? Yeah. So, Black Suit Men. If anyone wants to buy a copy of Black Suit Men, because it's like, oh man, I love Black Suit Men. It's like, what's it about?
yeah, it's
Black
like
Suit Men. Here's a
yeah, and I've actually considered going to um I guess like this podcast is just generally just like how fairly cutthroat it is to be an artist, especially in this current climate.
in every field. So yeah,
Uh,
even in the RPG making field, I think it's also like that too. Never mind.
I mean, like to be fair, like most games, if you're not making horror, like here's like I think I said this before, like um you're either about RPG Maker games, you're
Yeah,
either A making shit post, B making smut, or B making wannabe corpse parties.
yeah. I'm on my desktop. In the
Oh yeah, can you give
RPG.
me the link to the Twitch?
Oh, to the Twitch. Okay, hold on. On my desktop. And sorry, yeah, on my desktop there's an RPG and there is a RPG game that I got, which is basically a it is like a corpse party. It's a horror game. I don't know how horror is. I didn't scare me, but I got it from um RPG Amino. There's some games they drop out there, and it's like these are some interesting games. There's,
Yeah, it's like I said, it's like I'm just I know I'm generalizing, but when you first get into it, that's pretty much it is.
references into Discord. Yeah. So links here in the general.
Yeah, it's like you're either making ship.
Yeah. I mean, there was one game I actually played that was pretty good, but what happens is that I didn't get further. I didn't get far enough because in the game, I it bugged out on me. There was this one thing that I had told the guy. I was like, "Hey, what's it called again? Tales of Aseri, the Lost Prince and the Possessed Princess trial version, build number 1.00. I don't think the guy has ever put out another build on that game, but I tried it out. It looks really good on the surface, but the gameplay is wasn't really that great because I don't think I even have a link to his page, itch.io. Um, the problem is that when I was playing the game, I talked to one of the guards. It was just simply talking to one of the guards, and the game just bugged out there. And also, like when I tried talking to him,
Wait, really?
yeah, like one of the guards, yeah, okay, so it's like one of the guards that were just sitting around the table. There's 4 guards or something like that. I have a video on my YouTube. Um, there's like 4 guards sitting at a table, and what happens is that you talk to one. Just if you just talk to them at their side, like you're supposed to. He said to me, you're supposed to talk to them from like a certain angle. I'm like, "Yeah, what? I'm like, listen, people play games different ways. Like I'm playing the game because I want to like figure out, I want to do some play testing. I want to figure out where the bugs are.
What the fuck?
But the problem is like he was like, no, you can only talk to that guard at a certain angle. Like it was like you're wrong for trying out my game, and then you crashing the game. It was like
What the fuck are you smoking?
it's one of those artist things, It's like my art's perfect. My thing is perfect. You're wrong for not getting it right, kind of thing. If I could drag this over, I think it's somewhere here, um,
Like,
somewhere here. No, I gotta find that part, but it's in the video. Like I talked to a guard in one of the shops, and then it just stops there. And also the game, yeah, right here. For those who are watching on stream, I talked to I think this guard. Like after he shit himself, and then he couldn't in stuff like that. Um, then the game just kind of stops right there.
Uh-oh. Um, damn it, Hans, you crap yourself like you froze me into a game.
It causes the game to.
Yeah, and I'm like, hey, bro, listen, your game kind of stopped here,
Yeah, your game crashed,
and then
or in this case, froze up.
he's like, soft locked, because the music's still going and stuff like that. And the guy's like, no, that's not how you play my game. You gotta talk to him from a certain angle. I'm like, how am I supposed to know that?
Like first, how do you even manage to do that?
Well,
How do you do that? Like,
you account for like one thing, like you account for someone walking into like one direction and just doing the thing that you want them to do. Then I think they're supposed to leave or move or something like that. But because you can't note clip through the characters, the problem happens. Also, this game
Problems.
I think it has Chrono Trigger music.
I really don't see that time and just
What?
Yeah, I think it has Chrono Trigger music because I did a music.
Oh,
I did a
go.
reverse music search on the map. I was like, that has to be Chrono. It's actually no, it is Chrono Trigger.
Oh boy.
Here,
Oh, this is just Chrono Trigger. Oh
but yeah,
no,
it's
this is Chrono Trigger.
but yeah, it's like
Someone better warn this man.
being an artist in like this
yeah,
social climate today is fairly brutal.
it's so warm. This man, this
Like because like you guys don't know Artist Daily. Yeah, I need to get this on my chest. Why the fuck does Youmacon still use this Failbook for their Artist Alley applications?
That's a good question. Um,
It's just like, why though?
Maybe they're up behind the times.
Like, actually, let me see. Youmacon.
Actually looking up too.
Okay, like I know they started off in ESS.
I think I was spelling it right. Is it like YEO?
No, it's no, it's Yumacon.
Oh, okay,
I just call it Yomacon.
okay. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, they still do use Facebook. Wow, look at that.
Like who fucking specifically like who uses that shit
If it's not broken, don't fix
for
it.
specifically for artist alley? Like I understand like to keep people, you know, in the loop. No, I understand keeping people in the loop, you know, regardless of social media.
You know what they say? If it's if it's not broken, don't fix it. Oh, they're still using
So
this. Wow. I mean,
I'm gonna have to tell my friend to move reservations for our hotel to probably November 3rd.
probably hit a con up some one day.
Dude,
I know I got
yeah,
nothing
dude,
to
it's
do.
really fun.
I know I went to the last con I went to was like 2014, and it was just me and my cousin. We just like walked around and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. But then after that, I was like, it falls on
Yeah.
a day I'm always working.
Yeah, like and hopefully like 2023 like I can at least apply for some stuff for Artist Alley.
Anime North. Let me see that. Anime North Friday, Sunday. Yeah, Friday. Well, Friday. I don't think. Friday, July the 15th. Actually, that's 2 days after my birthday. So maybe Friday, but
Actually,
not Sunday
I need to ask my friend, like, you want to go to Anime North?
or Congress.
Because like I want to go to I want to go to Anime North again actually.
The only reason I went to Anime North in 2014 was because I wanted to see the Super Best Friends, and I did. And then what happens is I had no purpose to go there again. But yeah, I know. I might. I'll look into it actually. 2022. Yeah, okay. Well, we're looking at what's this up to COVID? Who's there and who should I care about?
It's more like it's more just like the social thing. For me it's the Artist Alley. That's what always like gets me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh, who's there? Who fucking cares?
Yeah, I guess it depends on who and what and stuff like that. I'm just looking up right now. Latest news, a bunch of DJs. Um, I'm not really gonna buy anything. That's the thing about it. I'm not really gonna buy. Like, I guess you know what? I'm lying. I'm lying to myself because I went to a local con at my in my city, and I bought myself a Naruto headband that I don't wear. I bought the Cloud Village because Cloud Village represents the ninja hidden in the in New York. That's why I consider the Cloud Village a multiracial village. The only reason I bought that, and I bought the Kosuke version. But then I was like, "Oh, cool! Since I'm here, about buy $10 Naruto band." I never opened it from then. But other than that, it's like I'm not really gonna buy anything. I'm just gonna like look around. Like, what?
Like, dude, just buy some shit, man.
I don't know what to buy. I'll look. I'll consider. I'll think about it. I'll think about it as time goes by. Since it's like 2 days after my birthday, I'll just like I'm gonna hit the con or something. I don't know. We'll find out in the future. But other than that, I don't know. Do I just get like what? Isn't there things like more expensive there? Like the food. I don't even need
Yeah,
to like.
like yeah, that's another thing. It's heavily advised that you bring your own snacks
Yeah.
so that way or eat prior to when you actually get to the con.
Yeah. I was like going to any amusement park. The food's more expensive on ground, and then
But let's be honest here, we still love that shit. Still
yeah,
love carnival food, man.
Yeah, I think I saw an ice cream truck at the end of the day, or probably in the middle of the day while looking at amazing cosplayers out there. I don't think I'll depends. I have photos from my last um anime North. Yeah, photos from there. And I did see some cool cosplay. I did take some pictures. Especially the Sakura uh Street Fighter one. Not Sakura Naruto. Sakura.
from Street Fighter.
Yeah, I was about to say her name. I can't remember. I took a picture of Sakura and I took a picture of Chun Li. Oh yeah. Oh wait, I think it's yeah. And I kneeled down while Sephiroth put his sword for me, and not the way that you would ever think. Uh, I don't think I can find the folder.
Oh yeah, so did you guys know that like everything's going full circle now?
And which way?
Well, about specifically when it come to Ruby.
I was supposed to watch Hero Hayes video about that. I heard it was trash, or it didn't go well. That's what his title. I think that's what his title was. I got to recheck it, but Hero Hay was said um, the Ruby thing didn't work out well, or something. I got to just check it out first. Ruby's anime Ruby, the Ruby anime premiere has been a disaster. So I don't.
Sounds like it.
I was never into Ruby, to be honest. Uh, so I have no stake in this. I mean, yes, Monty did a really good animation. He really did good animation in Dead Fantasy. That was pretty cool. And then the Ruby one,
He also did Red versus Blue.
oh yeah, I never watched. That's the Halo thing.
Yeah, it's Halo. That's the Halo Machinima
Yeah, I was never into.
that got Rooster Teeth out of the wall. That Rooster Teeth got no, that initially made Rooster Teeth what it was.
Okay, yeah, I was also never into that because I saw it, but I never actually watched it. Because I was never in Halo because the white kid that beat me in Halo was like, "Oh, look at me! Look what I'm beating you with Halo!" And a game I never played before. So I was like, "Okay, listen, I don't want to play Halo anymore." Until I watched Wooly versus kind of play Halo, and I was like, "Oh, I'll listen for the lore." But it took an LP for me to get into the Halo, but I still not into it.
I play.
Yeah, but yeah, these white kids beat me in the game and he was teabagging me, and he was like saying I suck. And I never played the Xbox or picked up a Halo game before, and I was like, yeah, I know, I'm not into Halo. That's what that's what kind of got me off of Halo. But what else did he do? Just we're on this list.
What for Rooster Teeth?
What else did Monty do?
Oh wait, Dead. Let's see. No, really, but that's all. I think that's all Monty's work that's been in the internet.
Died at the age of 33, right? Go fact check.
Yeah, like But yeah,
I can't even spell his name right. Well, someone will correct me.
Monty the OUM.
Oh, okay. There you go. I actually never seen what he looks like. Okay. Okay. Yeah. From 1981 to 2015. Oh, all right. And yeah, let's see what other works he's done. Uh, so you worked on work is oh, he was hired for Midway Games. 2 months after Premier Herald gaming company sought out Herald, many gaming companies sought. He was eventually hired by Midway Games as a combat designer. Um, Bandai Namco Bandai. Namco Namco Bandai games.
Bandai Namco.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was. Yeah, whatever. I think it was Bandai Namco one time, and just they swapped it. Oh, and Afro Samurai. I actually have a Afro Samurai T-shirt because back in 2009, Afro Samurai came out. Some guy at college gave me an Afro Samurai T-shirt. Also, yeah, what also happened? Yeah, also Resident Evil came out, and I was more infatuated with Resident Evil because what happens? Everyone's like, "You're shooting black people." I'm like, "It's just black on black crime. Don't worry about it." I'm just gonna show. It's nothing to me. Okay, here's his works. Uh, Harloid, Harloid, Dead Fantasy, Afro Samurai, Red vs. Blue, Immersion, a box panel, RTX 2013, and Ruby. Okay. Yeah, so he did a couple of cool stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I never was into the Ruby thing. I just watched as they the fandom tore themselves apart from somewhere from like down on Twitter. Some why and some reason I don't know why. I guess they just don't like each other, or what made them do this?
Oh no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, so I never got into it. Not even well, actually, there was one thing that got me to Ruby, but that was this someone did a really good job. I don't think it was Shad based, but it was someone amongst that lines did a Scarlet Witch thing, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, J Lullaby.
I think so, and I was like, oh, that's Ruby. I was like, she's a Ruby, and I was like, cool, and then I just left it at that. I was like, cool. I never now I'm not into it still. So that's
Yeah, fun fact, to those people who don't know, the not safe for work Reddit servers is a lot more populated than the regular server.
oh no. How does something like that how does something that was so praised into just turn into like it's just
One, Monty died, and two, like they don't really I think the Kiwi Farms thing said it best. Like if they just hired a writer, like a proper writer, it would have like saved them like a fuck ton of trouble.
no wait, well how does it lead to like full on Coomer like ideal? Like how
I like a lot of like a lot of the Ruby characters I consider are attractive.
let me just look up the for a second. I never actually studied Ruby hard enough to like look at the characters. I like the song. I like what Triple Q did with the fighting gold and Ruby, but other than that, I never looked at the characters long enough to be like, oh, those are cool characters. Like,
Okay, so this is from the official Ruby this is like one of the official Ruby art, by the way.
this is back. Um, no, that just split the video in two.
Um
Crap.
okay, like here's like the official art of Yang Xiaolong, the most looted character in all of Ruby.
Slob all along, like Lang Shao on. Get in me and do your job. Okay. Well, these are the original concepts, or are these like the anime ones?
These were the original designs. Well, like concepts is in what? Never mind. But like
Uh, already.
my head hurts. But
I like this. I mean, like I said, it should have like they really should have gone with the this VTuber model stuff. I mean, unless you're playing the game, like I understand if it's a
oh,
if
like which one you mean, like earlier or later?
dog boy's here. I'm just gonna let him in. Um, request to join a dog. Uh, the the later ones, like the 3D models, are just like, yeah. Oh, you can just bring yourself in. Never mind.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome. Welcome.
Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome, dog boy.
Welcome.
Finally, our third co-host Dogboy is here.
Yeah, sorry, I was in the middle of a game.
That's all right. I know Fall Guys is free to play. If anyone wants to play Fall
We're
Guys,
discussing RWBY and like occasionally how cutthroat the how hard the art scene right now it is to be in the art scene right now.
yeah, I'm just
Yeah, I know. I was just watching the new anime, the actual anime RWBY. I'm halfway through it. So far, kind of, other than a few like minor, animation problems here and there, it's I think it's
Yeah,
a little
like
better than the
by the way, it went full circle now.
so should I watch
It
the
went
anime?
full circle.
Like, should I watch the original or
Like,
should I watch the anime or like what's the like how what's the order? Should I watch the original first and then watch the anime, or just I just jump to the anime and just say I don't want to watch the this
I
in-game
would
cutscene?
say I would say watch the original series up to the third or fourth season,
Uh-huh.
and then you can start on this. Like, how full circle do you mean? Like,
Like in like a Western series that was inspired by anime and manga, then later on has a
oh, that's what you
manga,
mean.
then it has a fucking anime.
Yeah, this basically covers like the first season, really, like parts of the like it's like episodes 1, 2, 3. It's like an hour or something long, but you got 3 episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So, I'm just making me a little snack.
That's
yeah,
fine.
I'm showing Kuro like their designs and why their characters get looted so often.
You just do a
Oh, the
comparison.
Ruby characters or
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm doing a comparison of X-Arm next to was it the yellow one from Ruby? Just like
Yang.
Oh,
yeah, I'm just trying to look at
Gang
the
Xiaolong.
yeah. I'm just looking at like 3D modeled anime characters. I don't know. I wish I could blow this up even bigger. Try to find a way to make this bigger because
Yeah, I like their original designs more than their later designs. I mean, 'cause it starts getting all muddled.
oh yeah, that
But I
guy's
guess it
Okay,
just
so
goes to
here's Blake. She's a cat girl. Like underneath that bow, she has cat ears.
wait. Why does she have cat?
She's part of a
because he's
separate
part of
race
a species.
in the universe called the Faunus.
Yeah, which is basically like anthropomorphic creatures. And so they and she was once part of a terrorist group called the White Fang, which was rebelling against the humans that, you know, treat them like shit.
Okay. When I look at these things, I feel like I'm picking up I'm playing Genshin Impact, or I'm picking up like a mobile game or gotcha game, and I'm rolling for
They had a
not
video
hot.
game as well, but that game kind of sucked.
Uh, how before I lose it again. Anyways, yeah. Um, just the models in general, because I'm looking at all of them, and I'm just like, as I said before, these look like in-game cutscene characters that someone just kind of like threw together and said, "Here's my game. Play my mobile game. Roll on that banner." It's like, uh, it's it's Genshin Impact beats in another American product. Like it should have like it's like Ladybug. It should have been Miraculous Ladybug. Well, Miraculous
Well, I
Ladybug kind
mean,
of works in the 3D,
well,
kind
I
of.
mean, this is when Monty was alive, so this was before Genshin.
Yeah,
This
that's
is like
true.
one like I guess we would say the second or third era of YouTube,
Maybe it's just like
where
Yeah.
now like Rooster
Um.
Teeth was doing like was when Rooster Teeth and what's that cartoon Hangover were picking up. When this was when YouTube was trying to do original content. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like a few years away from like the golden age of YouTube, which is the three deities, Papa Franku, Max Mofo, and iDubbbz. but it was pre to that. It was prior to that.
Hmm.
Yeah, this was when when gaming, YouTube was starting to start. You still had a little bit more free range in YouTube land.
Yeah.
This is definitely when we're starting the Wild West become colonized, though.
Yeah, it's like, however, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows because a lot of people were still talking about YouTube's broken ass copyright system.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
now I
they
think this came out when I was still in high school. Like right at the end of it.
it was also around the time of the Where's the Fair Use Act, I think.
Hmm. Yep, that's how I remember. Because that's one of the things we learned in my broadcasting class in high school was about the fair use thing. And so this came
My
around just
mom thought it
around.
was like fucking stupid, saying like, oh yeah, YouTubers should get real jobs, and so it's like I badly want to get into that. Like, okay, you know what's a real job? A fucking dog food tester.
Real job gets you paid.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah, which is funny because this was getting a job as a YouTuber was like barely a dream at the time too. It was so new. It was like you just basically just hop on and throw whatever you want on there, and then as time progressed, more and more people started, having a high demand for the content. So of course they're wanting like, hey, people really like this shit. So why not we pay
yeah,
the
it's like
creators?
similar with people saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna make comic books or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
But I consider that as a real job, honestly, being a YouTuber. Because if
yeah,
you have a product that's in demand, then yeah, and
Oh
you get
yeah.
paid
yeah,
for it.
like,
Yes.
and like as long as you don't get canceled as well.
Right. I
Well,
mean, if porn can be a job, then why can't it be a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer?
which is true. I mean, yeah, if it makes
Yeah,
dollars, then then I guess it's a job, despite what people would say. If it puts some food on the table, people are eating, someone's getting money, it's a job, and people are enjoying
yeah, it's
it.
like but yeah,
It's a gimmick, though.
back to the YouTube thing. Yeah, it was around that time. It was around that time as well because
Blade Runner's having an anime. I forgot. Having a 3D. I'm just still looking. I think the reason why I
Yeah,
have a
Lotus.
problem with yeah, I think the reason why Ruby doesn't look great to me is because I'm still in the era of, I'm a boomer. I'm an anime boomer, so of course I like my 2D.
you're like, what the fuck did what the fuck? I'm just wondering, like, what the fuck did 3D do to people?
It
Like,
looks.
did he kill your family?
It's
Did he
just
give
hurts
you
the
a loan
eyes,
that you knew
man.
you couldn't pay back?
It looks. It just doesn't look like. Okay, 3D with
It
cell
just
shading.
breaks the immersion.
Yeah, 2D with cell shading. But 3D anime like I think the Starship Troopers. Starship Troopers where it's kind of like, you know, where it kind of looks kind of
Here's
3D
Nora
human.
Valkyrie.
Yeah.
But you get what I mean, like how like why they get looted. Like the characters are fairly attractive.
eh, yeah, I see why they get
Well,
looted.
for now, the later seasons.
I mean, they're
But I really think it did disservice to Yang, honestly. They hurt Yang. Like, it's like not just like her design, but her character too. It's like when she started off, she was like this badass, rocking, happy go lucky, biker chick, walking up in bars and beating the shit. That's literally her promotion video
Yeah,
too.
that was literally her
Well,
fucking trailer. But after
yeah,
she lost her arm,
and it's like, oh,
she has a bit of
I'm
saving
grumpy
but
now.
now.
yeah, like
Oh.
losing your arm, that shit can happen. Yeah, yo, that
Then
can
that
happen.
fucking forced, then that fucking forced shipping too.
Yeah,
It's like that ruined Blade, honestly. Them doing that to both of them
Yeah,
because there was a character that
yeah. w-
like Sunny.
This time,
I really liked him. I like the shit.
RWBY is a special case where instead of yaoi fanatics, there's Yuri fanatics.
Yeah. I mean
RWBY,
that's bound to happen when you have a predominant female cast. Like if you have more of a certain gender in a cast, you're going to get one or the other. You know, like look at Shonen. Like if you have like no matter how many female characters you have in the cast, as long as there's more male characters, you can get a lot more yaoi than you would Yuri.
also,
Then if you have the
like
opposite,
and some of the ships are very questionable.
they are there, and that's why I didn't like the whole fucking shit between Yang and Blake because
Or
it did
how I
not make
don't like
sense.
Baku Deku or Deku Baku, whatever the
That's the
fuck you
most
want to
toxic
call that.
one. Yeah,
Like
that is the most
that
toxic one.
I'm gonna get I know I'm gonna get I'm gonna get canceled for this, but it's like I cannot stand that ship.
I can't stand Bakugo and Ochiko. That one's the worst one.
Oh yeah, that's
Well, I'm about to hop
that's
onto my computer. Give me a
yeah,
second.
that's even worse. Like like
Alright.
bro,
Okay, I'm in. All right.
Like I don't
like
watch.
are you guys blind? Bakugo is a bit on the is a bit unhinged.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand that their think
Like
process. Hell, let
like
alone when people try to ship him and the other guy, the rock card dude. It's like yeah,
Kira,
they're friends or bros, but the dude clearly likes Mina. Like I think he even said that's her. She's really the only reason why he's even going to the academy, anyways, because of her.
and like I said, Bakugo's unhinged.
Yeah, I mean he's a good hero, but he's a fucking shitty person. Really, he's a dick.
Unhinged.
But anyways, I think we got off course talking about shit. But it's like, um,
Yeah, that's our daily bashing of shipping for you guys.
Yeah, I also like Elemental Heroes. It is a elementary hero elementary. My bad. It is
All
a
right,
good.
all right, boomer. Go.
Actually, listen. No, I was watching I think it was. I don't remember what channel it
My
was.
hero.
No, I don't watch My Hero, but I was watching TV and there's like I think it's TVO, yeah, or PBS, or I have PBS on like air, and I saw this cartoon, this kid's cartoon called Hero Elementary, and I was like, oh, this is just I don't know. I actually should check when it comes out, but I was like, oh, look, this is just My Hero Academia. Oh, it just okay. It came out June 2020, so yeah, My Hero Academia came out before that. So, America's version of My Hero Academia, because they know that product is hot, they came out with their own cartoon with kids
Yeah, and
from
here's
in
the thing.
school.
Like,
They were
let me
superheroes.
guess, that failed.
Uh no, it's still present. It just came out. It's
I mean, like, it's not really getting like the attention that it really getting.
no. Maybe in the Rule 34 environment, but
No, it's like
not here, not in real life. It's on the kids channel, so I'll drop it into the Discord so you can. Oh, look at that! Sorry, did you drop more? I dropped more Ruby concept art.
oh yeah, and I'm about to drop the anime version of them too. But I also want to talk about like you just reminded me of something that kind of irritated me recently, and it's like okay, so obviously Overwatch got a new quote unquote game coming out, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, and only people
it's
want to watch
Overwatch 1.1.
Oh yeah,
basically.
yeah.
But they got new characters coming out, and one of them I actually took an interest in. And then if this damn computer can load up fast enough, I can show you. But essentially, oh wait, hold on, I can do it through this. So essentially, there's a character called Junker Queen, where she's a like muscular dommy mommy esque type of character, yada yada, blah blah blah. Come on, computer, why are you being such a bitch today? I had you on. All right. Probably mad I didn't use you all day. All right, Junker. Okay, so in the so you know by how I'm describing her, she probably looks like a very ugly, roided out chick, right?
No,
I'm trying.
she's hot.
Yeah, she's hot.
Okay, okay, yes, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, in the cinematic, she looked pretty damn hot. I even looked at her original concept art. She looked hot. I'm not even gonna lie. You know, like she was like to me, it's like she was that perfect balance of like she was a female, like she was feminine, especially in the trailer how it showed her being all funny and having a good time, you know, like she's actually enjoying herself, you know, and then and even the concept art, that female masculinity,
Hmm.
where you think yeah she's cute, she can seduce you, or how I should better put as like she's going to crush your head, but at the same time, she's going to do it by seducing you
Just she's
in
gonna
some funny
fucking crush
little
you with
way.
her thighs.
Right. But then I see the in-game version of her, and it's so jarring to me.
Like it's like in theory, this should have worked.
Wait, they covered her up?
In practice, it didn't.
Oh. Wait, they covered her up more? Let me just
Like, I mean, like that still won't stop the Coomers though.
no, that won't stop them.
I'm on Rule 34 with that XXX. There's like 33 version. Like there's like the amount of Rule 34 of hers right now is like 33.
Yeah, just give it time. They'll have like what? How many pages? Like 1, 2 pages?
Eventually.
Okay. Might be 2 pages, but it was Overwatch we're talking about, not Battleborn. So there might just be more coming down the road. But they
Yeah.
covered her up.
But
They did like give her like the kind of Tifa
yeah, a good
treatment.
amount of the Oh yeah, Dogboy. Earlier I was talking about like if you're going to make it in Webtoon.
I'm back.
Okay,
I'm back.
back.
Okay.
Oh, you know you were gone.
He said he was kicked.
Yeah.
I said this. If you're going to make it in Webtoon, you either need to be A, in the right place at the right time, B, have to make romance shit, or B, make yaoi.
Which goes along with romance, but yeah, or you just shit post as much as you can and somehow build a fan base somewhere on the darker side of the web. But as I was saying before I got cut off, it's like what irritates me about this character though is that, and this is going to go along with the conversation tonight, is that it feels like there was two different types of companies or brains that are working on this character. So you got the cinematic version of her, then you got the in-game version, which I personally do not like. You guys might like it, but I don't. It looks
It sounds
No.
good on paper, looks good on paper. Then you actually put it in practice, it sucks.
It looks like
yeah,
executive meddling. They
I mean,
Tifa
to be
her.
fair,
it probably is.
yeah.
Actually, really,
I
anything.
mean,
Someone, Melanie Mac said that it feels like it's too safe. Honestly,
Yeah.
that they didn't want to piss off Twitter, so they played it safe, so keep her ambiguous. Because the first thing, the second she was revealed, everybody was asking, "What's her sexuality? Who's she fucking? Who's she?"
Oh my
Like, dude,
goodness!
honestly,
Wow,
tell you the truth,
guys, it's a
dude,
game.
honestly, tell you the truth. Honestly, tell you the truth. It's like I don't think she's the type that would give two shits about who she fucks, honestly. And I feel like if she would fuck anybody, it'd be a little scrawny boy, and like he'd be like her little slave on the side of her bed at night. But the only thing that she's married to is her mission, or like her mission, her goals, and her weapons. That's it. And so, like, I'm
gun-shaped dildo.
probably she probably
Yeah, probably. You know
stuck
what?
that thing up her coochie. But yeah,
Wow.
but yeah, but it's like the thing is that it's that like her in-game design and gameplay that she said that she's a tank. In the cinematic, she looked like she's more of like just like a regular fighter that builds up the team a little bit. And plus, like when her ult that was shown in the cinematic, it actually looks like it can devastate the entire environment. Because it's like a magnet power, like with her thing around her wrist. And in Endgame, she just swings the damn axe around and flies. It's kind of stupid. But
Underwhelming.
that's what a lot of people say. Like her Endgame is very underwhelming compared to what they showed in the cinematic, which is not surprised because Blizzard is stupidly good at their cinematics, but very underwhelmingly average with their games. It's like
To be
come on,
fair, when all nearly half of your employees are fucking drunken and harassing women, that's gonna be a thing that happens.
Right. It's ridiculous to me.
Potentially, I have to put that in. Potentially,
Man, it's
but when like a good majority of like your male, like I'm gonna guess like it's majority males, come into work drunk as hell, you're probably not gonna get that much done.
right.
Not a frat house treatment. I know nothing about Blizzard or anything about them. All I know, like, I know nothing about them. So I'm not going to even inject into this.
Okay, so there's like some you want me to go over
Well,
like what
I know the
happened?
news, but I don't know about like the other stuff. Like I know the history about it, like the allegation of Cosby Sweden, all this other stuff like that. I know about that. It's just the new character or Overwatch, which I don't pay attention to until it hits
I
the
just
news.
saw it because they were just blasting on my feed, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll watch it."
I know that in another podcast they'll tell me about her, and I'll hear about the news about her, whatnots. So it's just that I haven't got to that Tuesday news podcast yet. But when it happens, I'll probably hear about her, hear about like what Otaku said or what Bound in the comic said. Someone's going to tell me more about her later on. It's just that I'm hearing about her now and her
Right.
designs. But I see when I look at her full black, it's a place safe. Look what we did to Tifa. We covered up more. Look what we did to Jill Valentine's. We put her.
Yeah, and it's like I said, even though most of our audience are and always will be a bunch of coomers.
Also, I kind of with her design too. In the in-game model, she has blue hair, and the other one she has brown hair. But in the blue hair one looks similar to the girl from Payday that you were showing me last time, Sketch.
Sydney, yeah,
Sydney.
I wouldn't be that surprised if she was from the same designer.
Oh, speaking of which, I even watched some guy on after the that we talked about Payday. I watched some guy playing Pestily. He's playing Payday 2 on his stream. I was like, oh, okay. Well, we just talked about it, and here I am watching Payday 2. Yeah, we had a whole podcast talking about Payday. Oh, you weren't here,
around like at the end, I was being really specific on.
Yeah,
this is one of the original.
Someone needs to draw some like in a table and just like because like never mind. I was gonna say like for the podcast image, we should like have all of us there in a table or some shit.
I was actually thinking of doing that. I'll get started on it as soon as I finish eating and get everything set up.
Yeah, I'm currently drawing lewds at the moment.
I'm just staring on my screen, so I don't have to I don't get the lewds on Twitch, and then like lose what I already built. You know, mostly I'm getting most of the people that came to follow me are people from the RPG community. So big ups to the RPG community for following this channel.
Thank you to the RPG Maker community. We can't do really much with we wouldn't be do this stuff without you, dude.
Because I tried to do some Fall Guy streams, didn't work. Well, it didn't catch because I guess everyone's playing Fall Guys, so everyone's playing Fall Guys, so you're not gonna like you're just gonna be at the bottom with somebody else. I'm also playing some other game which also like no one knows about, so that also doesn't catch anyone. But at least I'm enjoying the game. I'm enjoying Monster Boy. Monster Boy. Dude, I keep on calling it Monster Girl Quest. Shoutouts to Toro's Resistance for Monster Girl Quest. Don't play if you're a kid. So, anyways, but I keep on calling Monster Boy Kingdom Monster Girl Quest, and Gala has been watching me play it sometimes, so that has been working out. But other than that, you guys got anything else? You done with your days? News? Anything else to say?
Oh,
Updates?
wait, are we already end the podcast?
No, not
Shit.
yet. No, this is just the new. We haven't hit the news yet or the story, so we're not there yet. Still got like an hour.
Oh, okay, awesome, dope. Shit, I'm almost done with the current chapter GLM. I did have to switch some of the chapters around on the webpage on Webtoons. Like I took out the one with Crow, and then I switched up some of them. That way, hopefully, the flow will feel a lot better. If that makes any sense.
No,
Um.
I'm trying to get to
Okay, I'll
Webtoons.
just.
Actually, drop me a link to your Webtoons because I'm struggling out here.
Yeah, and I'm also going to rebrand it as well. I mean, the name is still going to be God's Lost Mercy, but it's just going to be like the logos for the most part. It's going to be simply GLM. That way, it just builds enough intrigue. And I'll post the logo or the abbreviations, I guess.
Oh,
What did I put here?
you got a lot. You got a lot of views. How long have you been working on this comic for? How long have you been posting it? I should say since 2017.
2017, February 2017.
Okay, so yeah, you got. Well, honestly, I stopped posting
What are you guys talking about? I had to go out.
We're just talking. Dog Boy's plugging his comic, and I'm just looking at how his view counts. Um, yeah, obviously I don't post.
Oh, it actually went up a bit.
I don't post every time I post like one, and I disappear from the internet because I'm like, yeah, here we go. Okay, well, and I went up by one follower. That's it. I went from 25 to 26. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm not doing. I stopped this.
Yeah, that's cool, Nate.
Yeah, cool. I got one more follower, anyways. So I just move on from there.
I'm almost close to 100 subs.
Nice. Let me get back. Go back to my. Oh wait, I think it's here. I want to look at my thing. What am I even doing here?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I only went up to like 26, and I'm like 3.75 rating. So yeah, it's there. I make comics too. Whenever I don't, whenever I feel like I should make comics, which is whenever I get time, come back to make. Anywho, what else?
Oh,
We're gonna have like fully voice acted gameplay and cinematic universe.
Noise.
God's Lost Mercy. Oh, God's Lost Mercy in my way. Actually, because I actually saw so there's a guy or there's a group of people. I think it's on like where is it again? I saw RPG Maker. I forget what the group's called, but they're doing a comic, a webtoon comic, a game, music, and they have like a whole full production going on. They're uh with their comic. Let's see if I can pull it up. Where is it again? Dude, it's like something dragon something. Oh, Sleeping Dragon King something. I mean, just like so this group here, Sleeping Dragon King by let me say I gotta go to the YouTube. Hold up for a second. Um, there are like 3 people that work in the group, and they're making a. Oh, isn't the button no work? Why you no work? Oh, wait, actually, I don't know if I can. Yeah, I think I can play at music, but that's weird. Amino is not being fair to me. I might have just.
Amino's being a dildo.
Of course it is. Oh, I got delicious amino news that you guys will love. After I figure out how to open this up into whatever, I'll just do it from amino. Doesn't matter. I'll just even throw the link into there just because. So this group here, and since I can't get to the YouTube page, they have they have voice acting, they have RPG, they have a web comic, they have 3D modelers, or I think they have 3D modelers. They're just doing sprite works. They're doing this whole game, and that's just I guess part of the story in their comics, and I think it's part of the same universe. Vengeance, Demon of the Past app game. They seem to have a whole full production going on. So that's what I was saying when I was talking about your stuff. I was like, are you going to have like voice acting, a game, a short comic that Ruby dating simulator pre-release update? Excuse me?
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, sorry, I came across they have on
I think we talked about this prior before the podcast was like what our games would be like. I said my game Rose Nasty would probably be like something similar to like No More Heroes.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Here's the actually here's the web page for their thing. Yeah, I don't know what my game would be. I actually couldn't figure out what my game would be like. It was like a beat 'em up. I don't know. Like, I don't really know. My game jumps from like hack and slash to beat 'em up. I don't even know which one to put it. What it would be.
Enoshima Tales. It'll probably be like a strategy game like Disgaea.
Oh yeah, I never played this guy. I just looked at it and I just said, I know that's what this guy looks like. But here, I put the link into. I think I also put into the Discord. They have Ambipass Studios production fee. Uh, they got an official artist challenge thing. So they make their own music. I think they dubbed their own game. I think they dubbed their own comic. Uh, they have everything here. They have their own production web comics and so up. And so I was looking at their stuff and I was like looking at how
Yeah. These are like the few that actually want to make cool shit with RPG Maker.
yeah.
Because Dogboy, earlier we said like this. It's like generally it's you're either making shit post lewd games or you're making like a wannabe corpse party.
And loot games seems to be one of the main things people seem to do. Oh, loot games is one of the main. I heard that beep, but I don't know where it came from. Anyways,
Yeah, because like they're extremely cheap. Because like RPG Maker Amino is extremely cheap.
yeah, it's just $100 for engine, and then if you want good stuff, you got to pay $100 more for some plugins for a bundle. So
Well, that's all optional.
yeah, I mean, if you want your game to look good, I
Like if
guess
you want to like go, but it's like
usually,
yeah, if you might have to hire someone though
yeah. Um,
to make like really custom made assets. And like the plugins are primarily for free.
yeah, there's some free. I just got some free plugins. But what happens is like most of the stuff is being created by hand, or like one of my what was it again? One of my diaries, which I might switch to like Fridays, and switch like my let's plays to Mondays. But one of my dev diaries, I was talking about how I was like swapping heads with characters. and I was Frankensteining a bunch of characters together because I was like, oh man, I could just work on, I can try to I could try to draw the characters from scratch, but instead I think I'm just going to just cut off heads and put them on, stick them on different bodies, just to save me
Yeah,
time.
that's what some people do.
Save me time, yeah. Like that's the only thing. And now since I'm working with a more modern than fantasy, it's like I gotta try something the cost for cost production, cutting costs and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, they're doing the whole shebang, and I just looked at them like I'm not going to be able to catch up. I think maybe if I try hard enough, I'll catch up. But other than that, yeah, I
Yeah, like
can't.
they probably like have years of experience with RPG Maker, and like because like those like for those people like who know what the hell are because like some of those people like they know what they're doing.
Yeah,
Like for example, this one game developer who I'm subscribed to on YouTube named Echo. Um
I would say for me is I know there's one game RPG game developer Driftwood Gaming.
yeah, Echo 607. And she has like a whole ass she has like I think like a whole ass game series now.
Hmm. But the game, the game for me, I'm just trying to get to do something different. It might work, it might not work, and that's the whole reason for
Yeah,
the streaming thing is to do to if I could stream it,
yeah, it's
make
like
it and stream it, then maybe people
yeah,
will be interested in more.
yeah, it turns out she's made like a bunch of games,
Give a link.
but it's like the games right now on Steam is like it's a remake of like her first game and a remake and then like her sequel.
Oh, speaking of like remakes and sequel, the Hector 13304 or External Hyper. He has two games. One is the one that's in the art and anime Amino, which is Amethyst Gem, and I just did a stream of his game on Friday of Under the Rain. Uh, those are both sequels, or I think they're sequels, but I think they're just sequels to the same game, stuff like that. Anywho, anything else you got, Dog Boy?
Nothing I can really think of at the moment.
No.
Uh
How
oh yeah.
about you, Sketch?
So how hard is it to get into Artist Alley?
Yeah, if you got something, then let us know.
Never mind. I guess next podcast we can talk about lore.
Oh shoot! I remember what you were saying. You want to talk about the preservation of
Oh yeah, physical media.
yes.
Yeah, the preservation of physical media it needs to be like in more high regard, in my honest opinion, because without that, we're essentially kind of fucked.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If you want like an extremely good example of that, look at GTA: The Definitive Edition.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that shit was an absolute disaster. And keep in mind, like if you didn't own a physical copy of like the originals, you're kind of fucked. And like they were in while the GTA the Definitive Edition were C&D while that was getting made, Rockstar was C&Ding modders that updated the game. That made mods to the game where Dookie making ray tracing and shit.
Mm-hmm. So because they didn't have physical media, like, are you saying that's why they couldn't really they didn't have like the master copy of the game? Is that why it made the game bad, or what made it fall apart, or what
Well, it's
happened?
more like one, they had a third party develop the game,
But didn't
Two, while the game was being made, they pulled GTA 3, San Andreas, and Vice City from Steam, so you couldn't buy it anywhere unless you already had the game. But later on, they'll probably just forcefully take it out of your library.
yeah, digital games do
And
not
then
belong
they
to you.
moved over to their own fucking launcher.
Yeah, digital games do not belong to you, no matter how much you want to keep them. Which is sad. I really shouldn't. I would want to buy a PS5 if I have one. If I had one, it would be on. It would be a disc-based PS5, so I can have physical media because I have like a bunch of
That's what I have
games.
too.
But I don't have a PS5 unfortunately, and they're hard to get. And Sony's like, oh, let's make more PS4s because I don't know scalpers. I guess I don't know if scalpers.
That and the chip shorts we're currently experiencing.
How many PS5s do scalpers need to have? Why can't they share? Why can't they share it?
I don't know.
It's like, what are you gonna do with all the what are you gonna do with all the boxes of PS5 sitting in your house?
But yeah, it's
The toilet paper.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's like a prime example of why we should preserve physical media.
it's true, and also you can sell it.
But like some people they have to rely on digital media to get their stuff there, and which is kind of sad.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
want to rely
but
on it, but yeah.
I mean, just in case the day comes and we have a worldwide internet crash,
Oh,
so we can't do the internet no more.
yeah, gotta save up. Yeah, we need.
Yeah, which is gonna be like
Uh,
which that's not gonna let's be honest here,
no, Dogboy's right.
that's a snowball's chance
We
in
need to
in
save.
hell.
We need to save our porn
Ah,
on and books again. So that what happens is just in case the internet crash.
I mean, to be fair, I do have some hentai manga.
Okay, this
I
guy
mean,
thinking
I'm
ahead.
just saying, just in case, as crazy everything is right now.
Yeah, you never know.
But yeah, it's
Back to the books.
yeah.
Come on, Playboy. Oh wait, actually, I don't think they're doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Who's also there? Penthouse sponsor you.
I think they stopped
Penthouse.
doing. I think they stopped doing mags now.
Oh,
Let's see. I'm actually gonna see.
like I guess Pornhub should go to making mags now that the market of mags is gone. At least little small traveling size books. Because I know that when I was printing out books, I had a traveling size manga. The site where I was printing the book does not have manga size. So what happens? I made a book too small, and I was like, I couldn't even open the pages. So what they need to do is they need to print out the porn into small little travel size books. So what happens is that you can keep a collection of them. Yeah, this is terrible.
Yeah, in my case, for being horny.
Mm-hmm.
But yet this shit.
But other than that, all right. So let me get to the news. So,
Oh yeah, there's still porn magazines.
well, they are. They're still making. Oh, I don't want to pull up those.
Yeah.
Well, how much do they cost? $150 because they're becoming rare.
Didn't say. It's just that people still buy them.
Ah, well,
I think actually now I think about it, I think I saw some at the local gas station or
Oh,
convenience
that's for the
store.
truckers. Yes, our the native truckers that need to go from state to state. They need something to keep them during the night, and if they don't have lot lizards, at least they have a lot of books. God bless you, truckers, keeping the porn industry alive. I'm assuming the truckers.
The porn magazine.
Trucker's choice. It's like, oh, I'm getting I should turn off these notifications. Anyways, yeah, Trucker's Choice. It's like how many choices? CHO. No, actually, there's all the O's are just boobs there, just the shape is boob. Okay, so the news. So most of this is coming from Amino News, and stuff like that. So the incompetence of Team Amino, probably not listening to this. They probably are listening to this. If so, the incompetence of my ears. Okay, I need to put this thing on stop because this man's messaging me and he needs to stop messaging during the podcast because
Tell
that's
that man to chill the fuck out.
it really should. I'm sorry. This is that's just okay. Do not disturb. Okay, that should somewhat solve the problem. Um, somewhat solve the problem. I have to turn it back on. Okay, because my web browser is hooked up to the alert system on my Amino. So what happens is whenever people messages me, they come out at once. So like I was saying, the incompetence of Team Amino does it again. Um, I know it's not important, and they probably aren't listening to this podcast. And if they are, well, you guys know what you're doing. So I mean, if you guys want to stand up for yourself, you feel free to message me in the comments below. One of the members, one of their lower underling members, they're part of. It's like there's the Team Amino, and then there's the people that they just kind of like have that they don't pay, that do their job for them. Sorry, the staff help team, I should call them.
Like let's get to how stupid Amino is.
They apparently they missed out on this frame that came out. But it was supposed to come out for this Amino, and then they kind of missed the day on it. And one of the members was like saying, they do strange things. So meaning that they don't even know they don't even know what Team Amino is even doing. They just do things. So even the people who work under them don't even know what whoever is in that company is doing. It's like there's this this
Lack of communication.
yeah, there's lack of communication between the person that you're working for and the person that's working under them. It's like, and they have been doing this for about 10 years. Speaking about 10 years, I think
Honestly, I do not see Amino lasting like longer than 40 years.
no, I don't think so too. 40 years is I don't think much places have last 40 years. Maybe they might, but I doubt that. Um, they last at least 10 years because or 11 years because I think in a few days, one of the
Like when they first started out, it was like it was at the right. It was like perfect timing. That made some kind of sense
I
because
guess depends. Oh,
it's like
360.
nothing really um like appeal to investors more than like, hey, let's have a convention and a phone.
Yeah. The original idea of the creator until they give it up, or how Love, Death and Robot says, "What is?" They're asking, "What is a social media developer?" And the guy was saying it's somewhat crippling fear. Gosh, I wish I remember. It's a guy who sits in his sweatpants, and they have a crippling fear of beating up with people. The thing. I don't know if you guys seen Love, Death and Robots yet, but I watched.
The new season? No, I haven't seen the new season.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Me and my brother binge watched it. Um, oh yeah, me and my brother binge watched it, and it was pretty good, especially the some gold. This the IGN did a interview on the guy who made one with the girl like covered in gold and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, the Jajabaru
Yeah,
something, the one with the siren.
yeah. That was pretty good. We actually we liked all of them. We just binge watched it until like we're like, wow, this is pretty good. Anyways,
Yeah, I see like a couple clips every now and then. That's the one that keeps popping up.
yeah,
And I was like, okay.
yeah. And then there's like there's some rats fighting in one. There's some person stuck on the moon on some planet. and stuff like that. Yeah, it was
Wasn't there like a one with a Cthulhu like creature?
I mean that's mostly most of it. Yes, it's actually yes. It looked like it looked like Will Smith and Jada were stuck in this like his moon planet or something like that, and then stuff happens. But the models look like Will Smith. The male model looks like Will Smith. I was like, oh great, keep your
Oh wow.
tentacles out of my wife's head. Anywho, but yeah, it's a good. It was a good season. It was a good season. I recommend watching it. Yeah, so Team Amino doing bad things. Okay, but the next thing is that so if you guys have Twitter, you guys should join the campaign Stop Amino. Not my campaign. There's a huge campaign to stop Amino from having live having a new live feature, which only seems to work on what do you call it?
Yeah.
iPhones. Apparently, iPhone. Yeah, it's only iPhones because I haven't seen this being shown. So they're saying, please don't update your Amino to avoid this. We highly encourage you. Like this is not Amino. These are people all over Amino. This is all on Anime Amino and Leaders Amino and Amino members and any big Amino that's out there that that has a lot that's populated by people. iPhone users don't want this fame because they're like it is like Kick since Kick is part of Media Labs and stuff like that. They bought Amino, so they want to put in the live action that I was waiting for, or live stream that I was waiting for. But then what happens is apparently like because Kick's bought by and then apparently they were getting ads or no they're getting streams that are 18 plus and Mino's not doing anything about it. They're saying so they want you to go to Twitter and they want you to hashtag make Media Labs listen as their hashtag so you guys can stop Media Labs from putting live action because they're saying there's a bunch of adult content on there and they can't disable it.
Yeah, which is fucking hilarious because like that's how I got my first Amino account banned.
The irony of hey, let's just put this out there. The thing
if you guys are wondering, I was posting I think I was doing I think it was also like one I was sharing hentai around, and the other thing during some parts of my of the fantasy roleplay I was doing ERP.
Listen, the problem is that these kids that are like being activists and stuff like that saying Amino should stop this live action. What they don't know is that Amino is full of ERP and people are sharing hentai. They're worrying about the tip of the iceberg, while the bottom of the iceberg is way deep in the water. So this one makes it so hilarious for me.
It's like but it's like first like but that's what I think that's like what they're just asking for is just like honest and consistent moderation.
Yeah, I don't know what really because I don't have an iPhone, so I don't get to see this feature. So I don't know like where these people are pulling them up. Like I don't know where they're getting them from, but they're like saying, oh no, it's like Media Labs is pulling up all the stuff that it violates their own terms of services and their own rules, but I don't know like where these screenshots are coming from because there's no way to like to validate the screenshot. It's like some person putting it up there and saying, "Oh, look, there's all these there's like real people and stuff like that." I understand Kick is Kick is
Like
whatever
yeah,
it
you
is.
need to light a fire under their asses.
Yeah, I've been trying to light a fire. Speaking about lighting a fire under asses, I think I've lit too much fire so that they blocked me from asking them for a banner. Apparently, the dude, I think Axel, just stopped answering my emails.
Yeah, like it's like, and this is just further proving like, hey, this is a disaster.
Mm-hmm. The So this person says, "Greetings. We bring you a pressing matter that PSA that made it due to the community. So all the communities out there, just like saying minors are in on the app. Of course, there's minors on the app. Mino knows there's minors on the app.
Well, yeah, it's intended for minors.
Yeah, 13 plus and stuff like that. Um, yes, they know there's minors. Actually, there's this thing that came out recently. That came out. There's this panda bear that asks you what was your age. And I was like, what is this? It's like, hey, it's like they had like this weird survey where this panda's like, hey, what's your age and stuff like that. Like, Amino probably knows all what's going on. It's like it's not foreign. It's not like they just threw this thing up in there and said,
It's like either A, they just don't give a fuck,
I
or
think they don't
B,
give a
it's
fuck.
just like
So they just
Jesus.
made a whole fiasco with you, earlier this year, completely total, waste of time. Then
Well, Marino was the only person who had it, but I think it's only just iPhone users, like I said. Um, whatever, like it's just that I won't be able to obtain it or something like that, or it just feels like a Amino Plus. It's gonna come in. People are gonna argue. People are
It's like
gonna
it's
fight
gonna
about it.
it's like okay, it's like Amino Plus is like, how can we gimp one of how can we gimp free to use players, even free to use people even more?
Well, here,
Oh,
no, go on, go on.
I get it. We'll have it be part of Amino Plus, like easily one of the most sought after thing that they were looking for.
One thing I need to keep in mind that I was watching a YouTuber named Moon, and he was talking about like the dark side of Facebook or the dark side of
Oh
like
yeah,
social media.
oh yeah, that black pill bedwetter.
Oh, okay. Like it's the first time I've ever seeing him. So I'm glad that you know who he is. So he was saying that in Discord is free, but what happens is the problem with Discord is that the reason why it's free and there's no ads is because what happens is that your data is being given to China and stuff like that. And so the CCP, hello CCP, if you're using my data, are using or is using your data for free. So that happens is
Yeah,
that
it's like
you can get free stuff. Um,
Uh,
Amino,
so in case whenever we do get
yeah,
taken
and
over
like
by China,
they realize like they can't rely on that shit forever.
yeah,
So that's why Nitro was introduced.
yeah. Well, yeah, Nitro is one of the things. What was there something else? Someone was doing something that they had to implement something too. But yeah, Nitro is one thing. Apparently, they don't really rely on it, but Nitro is part of the service that kind of just gives you some stuff. What you're saying,
Yeah,
Doggo?
like
I was just saying, like, probably let's go ahead and rank up our what was it called, the citizen points.
Oh yes. Well, apparently the funny thing was that the Amino's AES bot app or something like that. What I don't know how it's controlled. Some people say it's a bot. Some people say it's not a bot. So some people, the intern said it was a bot, and then other people say they control it. Apparently, there's like a social credit on that too, because like if you can't get into Amino because your social credit doesn't match, you can't do anything about it. So, yeah, Kami
That's what a
Amino
lot of people
exists.
say about TikTok too.
Yeah, social credit, social media, social everything. So it seems to be unescapable in your face. So
yeah, like that black fuck.
yeah,
But
but
yeah, Moon's a bit of a black pill bedwetter in my honest opinion.
okay. I just got into the channel, but I guess so. Other than that, uh, yeah, a lot of the things if they're kind of free, then you must be paying for it in like in some other
Yeah,
way.
if it's something's free, then you are the product.
Yeah. So
Yep.
in Amino, like if it's free, we are the product, and if they don't, I don't think they really care. Like you said, they don't care. I don't think they care. Because what happens is like when Amino Plus came in, people were like, "Oh, we hate Amino Plus," and it stayed. So, but they're gonna have to
It's
make
like
money somehow.
I understand Amino Plus, but it's just like, do you have to GIMP free to use users?
I mean, what? What? It's just like frames. Like the whole thing, like Amino Plus isn't that great. It's just
It's like the only thing why people use it is just to post small clips.
I don't think people use it so they can have. Well, from my perspective, people use it so they can have frames. I haven't been seeing clips. I haven't been even seeing a lot of clips. I see more people just post it, just using it so they can have like different frames and buy different frames and stuff like that. Like I said last podcast, people were tired of like the challenges of these events. They want Amino to fix things, and whatnots. But Amino Plus is
Yeah,
just like not really getting anything. This value is
yeah, it's like the only thing that's actually worth it was was being able to once again post clips.
yeah. And if anything, no, actually, I'm just trying to remember where I was even seeing. I don't think I've ever seen a clip actually, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a clip anywhere outside of like anywhere.
Like,
Maybe
like
your
here's the
community.
thing. Like, for quick reference, guys, this has been requested for ever since its inception.
Sure.
Like, legit.
I don't know.
And people are wondering why.
Oh, here's a panda. Okay, here it is. Someone actually uh talked about the panda thing that I was talking about. I'm gonna put it to the Discord, but apparently, I don't know. I guess you have to have a leader, Amino. So I was just copying and paste it. You had to be a leader, so it wouldn't really matter or something like that. I just finally joined the leaders, Amino, because I dropped this here. Yeah. So don't lose your account. Recently, Amino update. Many have seen this little panda asking for your birthday. Don't input it. Instead, put a fake over 18 or no age. I wonder why. What's going on with this? This image is from Kirby Amino, an Amino I led, full of screenshots, PSAs, and mentions of Shira's live PSA, which a post I made. A PSA made to respond to a mod on Hood Knight Amino, getting banned for inputting incorrect age on the panda screen. I mean, it's like if you put it incorrect when it actually. Okay, so it's like if you put an incorrect age on like what's that thing again? The verification to watch a video. It's like, yeah, of course, if you put an
Yeah.
incorrect age, you're not going to get into it. What do you think? I even did on Twitter. I was like, oh, I wanted to like use my other account, and I was wanting to start put about like a start date. So I was like, oh, this thing started in like 2010, and it was like you're underage. I'm like,
And it's
crap.
like yeah, fuck yeah, I'm 21.
Like you can't even you can't put like a media account you're under 13, even if it's for your comic, because anything under age 13 is instantly banned. And I was like, crap, I gotta redeem this. So I'm not surprised if someone says, oh, don't put your age over it, because if you want to keep your account, if you're stupid enough to say I'm 13, under 13 and get kicked out, then okay. Anyways, let's see what these people got to
Yeah,
say.
some people manage to bypass that still.
Yeah, I mean, all I do is just put like July 1st. I put January 1st, and I put like what, like 1991 or something like that. And that's how I get through. Or I just put like 1931. And it's like I don't really care. I just put anything that's under the age, and it gets me in there. I don't want to really do it all the time.
Yeah, as long as you stay in the 90s, you're good.
Yeah, and that's all they care about. It's just a safety regulation to make sure that you don't that they don't and you don't get into trouble and everything like that. So I don't know why people are saying put your age and like only bans members under 13. Of course, it's going to ban the members under 13. Okay,
Like yeah,
anyways, the panda screen only bans members that are put their age under 13, which is already has already been disallowed due to COPA. The children something protection, which I don't okay. It's important to note that despite the notion of Kick being an adult app on both here and App Store, it's actually rated T for teen on Google Play. Its minimal age is restricted to 13, and just like Amino. And they crossed out, in spite of Kick being notorious for being a safe haven for predators, not safe for work content, is barely moderated, if at all. Uh, these kids, like I said, don't know are looking at the tip of the iceberg and saying, "Look, the iceberg! It's right there." I'm like, "You idiots! You don't know the rest of the story." So I'm here laughing as I see these posts are like, "Amino, this." I'm like, "You guys, listen. My account gets followed by at least like one role player, erotic role player, with some like
Yeah, one ERP or like
yeah,
this is rookie numbers here.
yeah, I get like not safe for work accounts following me like once a day. And I'm like, "Oh, I can't invite this to my Amino." So like, I'm sorry.
Not even just on Amino, just anywhere. Honestly,
Yes,
like even on like Facebook and Twitter, you'll get like majority of your followers will be like fucking porn bots.
yeah, yeah. Which I think Elon Musk is also like trying to. Um, I think he's renewing negotiating the terms of Twitter, which I gotta watch that clownfish video and see how's that turning out. But here, the Amino activists, which is basically Twitter activists too, are
Like
mad.
like here's the thing,
Yeah.
Hopefully this is like enough to get like a fire under its ass, because like I said,
I don't think
what the fans want is content, not
No, I don't think this is gonna get put fire under his ass because okay, what they'll do because they know.
like they'll half-ass it.
Yeah, exactly. They know that people are protesting. They know that every one of their major hubs that they watch over anime Amino leader Amino. It's not like they're not watching. They want the controversy. Controversy brings more people in to the app. So they know what they're doing. It's not like, oh no, we don't know. It's like when I was leader of OmanaC, like I know what everything was going on. I just pretended to ignore it so I can see how far it would go. And if you're a person who just you already own, like this is not going to last for long. People are going to say, hey, let's start this hashtag. It's not going to trend on Twitter because no one really cares. But what it's going to do if when they trend it on Twitter, it's just going to bring people to see it and jump into Amino and be like, "What's going on here?" And then this new feature is not for them. Like every new feature that comes out is not for these people when they leave. These people, well, whoever's running it, the ringleaders of the whole thing, they will cuss and complain, and they'll leave. But then someone else will just take their place. You are a renewable source for this social media app, but everyone wants to feel that, hey, I'm doing something for the environment. It's like, you're
And
not.
this is just like the biggest way is like it's just like you just don't go on the app
Just
anymore.
don't. Yeah, exactly. But
And that's what I'm gonna say. Like around the time of the video, it's just like we just don't go on the app.
oh, that's too hard.
Us continuing going on the app shows that we're content. We're okay with Amino doing stupid crap
Exactly.
with Amino ignoring us.
Exactly. But like I said, these people have more time to try to stop Amino and telling them to listen when they're just using the app and just supporting it anyway. So I don't get it. Anyways, let's read through the rest of this because I got a number one for you guys. Um, so Amino is not becoming a fully ad, is not becoming fully adult only. Of course, it's not because what happens? They'll lose their spot on the App Store. They'll go kapoots if they went fully adult. The App Store is not going to approve of that.
Yeah, no shit.
And they're not banning members under 18 to 17 because there's people older than that too. What is true is that the live stream seems to be available to people who have their input aged as 18 and Panda screen or ignore the Panda screen at all. I don't know why live available to people who have no independent screen is default. It's counterproductive, which I put in my age and I still didn't see that. So it's obviously iPhone users because I have my Amino up to date, and yeah, I haven't seen this thing. I'm kind of waiting for this month to be over to like kind of like uh uninstall and reinstall it, so I don't have to get with the colorful app or what I don't want. So kind of waiting for them to change the image of it. But other than that, like yeah, I just to think the live was really bad, unnecessary update. Will actually use that cause more harm than good. Adult oriented features, da 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 da. Where we don't like how Amino's going, everyone protest. Let's all join and fight Amino and I don't know, possibly lose. GG, good luck. Anyways, moving on.
It's just like
no,
just don't go on the app.
that's harder than it's way harder than you think, man. You're too smart, but that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. I mean, this podcast is not just not to protest against them either. It's just the point.
I know that's that I'm gonna make a like I guess I'm gonna make a video talking about it. Like
if you want to hit an app if you want to really make damage on any company, hit them where you hit them where they really hurt, and that's in their wallet.
which doesn't really causes that much damage.
That's true. I mean, they're
like one dude, sure, like it doesn't cause that much damage, but it's like later, but it's like a whole bunch of like 1,000 people do it.
Yeah, that is true.
Or hell, even 10,000 people do it.
That is true. You have to. I mean, these are kids. When they're that's why they went. That's why they're going to Twitter and they're going to go protest. It's like the most effective thing they can do. Where's that one? It's the most effective
like, no,
thing they can do.
You just don't go on the app.
Right.
Too hard.
Yeah, but like, I mean, it's like, but yeah, like, I mean, it's just like full of kids.
Yeah. So the other thing is that I asked, and I don't think I brought it back, but it was nice to see it back. The we're gonna get another question and an answer week, where we'll get the updates. I joined the leaders of Amino just so I can ask a question myself. But there's 402 questions in this place. Of people asking for Julian. It ends by July the 3rd. So if you guys want to ask Julian to if you any questions, and he might just choose you out of his hat, or you might just his team might just kind of like vet through the things. Is like this one, we'll answer this one. So I actually wanted to see whatever people were saying that they didn't put into the thing, to the Amino. Oh yeah, and so Hex is obviously works with Team Amino. He's the closest thing to Team Amino that we have. Hex is like he works with the staff, but I think he's also just one of the dudes that works with Amino. All right, so I'm just gonna look through this. Media Labs promised.
Yeah, like I said, like it's like, remember, kids. I'm surprised Julian like is still there.
I'm surprised too. The other guy disappeared pretty fast. The DJ something Fluffer or something. He disappeared real fast. He was like, I'm a Twitch streamer, and then boop, and he's gone. And then Julian, and then they slide in this new guy. It's like he must have said something that they had to be like maybe he had to go back to Twitch land. But they slid this new guy, and he's like, "Hi, I am Julian. I like skiing, and I like." Oh, we gotta fix Julian again. But I bet he's a good guy. But other than that, the way he came out first is like kind of robotic. Hey, Julian, if you're listening to this, hi. You run a good ship, but we'll see what happens after July 3rd. Anyways,
Hi, Julian.
If you
Hey, Julian.
Hey, Julian.
he's like, I hate those guys. I hate the social reading podcast. He's like, I want those pictures of Spider-Man right now. This is a change.
No, honestly, every time I talk to Julian, I'm talking to Morty voice. King Julian.
Oh God.
I hate those social reading boys. Is there a way to get rid of the podcast? As he says to the other corporate shareholders around the table.
I love you, King Julian.
And they seem to be too strong.
Let me hold your feet.
But yeah, that's
They seem to be too
but
strong.
yeah, that's primarily like
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna just kind of screen through these. There's no story tonight, but I'm gonna kind of just look through it. I mean, there is a story, but I don't know if you guys want me to read the guy from the foot guy, that guy who likes drawing feet. Yeah, he came back with a story, so I was gonna read that because it's about his feet OCs. Anyways, but this seems more interesting. Media Labs promised to fix the issues. Adding new content is going to empty words. Is anyone actually going to get fixing? I'm actually just see the popular one. All right, see the top comments. So people still complaining about live stream on their thing. I mean, I was been waiting for this live stream. How come I can't get it? Oh yeah, because I'm an iPhone user. I keep on forgetting. I keep on forgetting. Like that's the reason why I even did Twitch, because I was like, oh boy, here comes here, and I was like, oh.
And let's be honest here, Twitch is like, even though the layout is kind of shit, it's objectively comparing it to Amino, the better platform.
Yeah, I mean it's more popular. It's just it has what everything. It even has a Twitch Studio beta, which I'm using right now. Like I don't think Amino has that. I think you're just gonna stream from your phone and that's it. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So people are complaining about having these Instagram models and half naked women on their thing, but yet if they go to some app, they probably don't even complain about it. This accusation, so MJW, which I haven't heard from a long time. I don't know if he's a Amino insider, but I know he's been around for a while. The accusation could really have been fresh start for Amino, but this is appalling. Another company which seems to hell bent on destroying all Amino's originally stood for. Listen, Amino that died many years ago. Come on.
Yeah, 2016 Amino died.
When the guy sold his app, it died. It died a long time ago. So yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. And like I said, I have like 8 days till I'm 10 years on this app, and I don't think I'm going to get like a birthday cake or a email or like a postcard at my door saying, "Hey, good job, you've been here for 10 years. Get the fuck off now." It's like, oh, thanks, sorry, but jeez, like I find you guys to be nicer. Um, so I don't think that's good. I don't think I'm gonna get anything out of that of being on here for 10 years. The only reason I'm here for 10 years because it's been quite an adventure. You know, I got 8 days till I turn 10, so it's been quite an adventure. That's why I can say that's why I'm still here. You know, I've been part of Amino. I've been leading Amino. I've been following Amino. I was just hoping for better things, and maybe I'm just here to see how it burns and see its end. You know, I saw how it starts, but maybe watching how it falls is maybe that's what I'm here for here to see. You know, when the plane crashes, I will be there in the plane. And I'll be like, "Wow, this is how it ends." All right. Anyways, now it's typical. The social media is looking to make money. Of course, it's making the make money. Yeah, who doesn't need to make money? He needs to eat. You need to eat. Oh, how about you? But he needs to eat. Content to be published, faces of millions, which while ignoring all the what users want. I was gonna say what users want, but I can't speak for every user. So, what else?
I mean, like I said, like majority of users just want quality of life and meaningful features, not events. Honest and consistent moderation and communication on what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, you should really, I don't know if you're part of the leader, but you should really voice that. I'm more on the production. I'm more leans to the, I chose corpo and what do you call it again?
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. So I lean on the more corporal side, and I said, you guys need to make Amino plus mean something, or let the Amino coins mean something. It's like that would help. I think that's one of the pillars. I didn't say it is the pillar, but I said I think it's one of the pillars that helps be uh interactive. I think the cool coin system, because if you guys can use it more in your app, try to like make
Yeah, because like, I mean, sure, some people have managed to convert Amino coins into something useful.
yeah.
A little bit more useful. I mean, you've used it, right? You've used Amino
I,
coins as
I live
the
on
main
Amino
source of
coins.
currency.
I live on those coins.
But back to
Well,
what's
actually,
like,
no, I live on.
but to everyone else, it is fucking worthless.
Yeah, and that's what they really need to focus on. Well, like fixing the app and making people want to spend coins. Like,
Yeah, well, the main point is like just fixing it.
yeah, which I don't think. Which well, okay. Well, one is that they're not like a Facebook and they're not like Twitter, so they're not gonna like fixing is not something that they're good at because the staff they're understaffed and they probably
Well,
work.
it's like what's the fucking code fucking Yandere dev level? Yandere dev level tier bad.
I'm going to say yes because apparently what happens is that um, they had a couple of cyber attacks. One time, someone put some malicious code into the thing because I guess the security is just piss poor, and the devs that left it before, I guess out of malcontent, they're just like, "All right, how about f you?" And we're just going to like do something with the code. So they're like, for the first year or two, they're like, "We don't know what we're doing here." We got some new people in here. Everyone else just bailed ship and went to another app. And I think we're trying to get this right. So yes, I think the code they can't figure out anything. So I don't know how long it takes to figure out code and how many code monkeys that you need, but I think it's taken a while for them to do it, and they probably just like get tired and then stop working on it and then get back to it like every other month. I don't know. Like I would love to know what's inside the the company or like their team, which I was trying to sign up for staff, which I was trying to sign up for like staff member because I was like, well, I'm not leading a big amino, so I guess I could just sign up for staff and then I mean I already know too much, so why don't I just get into why don't I just know a bit more? And maybe I could say, guys, how about this suggestion? But also, I wouldn't really. I just want to know a bit more, so I can be like, hey, maybe and suggest, but nothing to actually like help them out. It depends if they need help.
I swear, Amino's just like a fucking tax
I think
write off.
it probably is. It probably is. Like, I mean, if it fails under Meteor Labs, I think they'll just write it off. I really think if because I don't know. It just feels like right now there's they said they're going to improve everything. My concern is like the amino that I run. Well, other than not being able to get the banner support like I did twice in Omana, um, now I have to do my other method of getting people in there, which is like which is more easier but time taking. I think aminos like they're only just looking after things that are popular. And if you're not already popular, then good luck. You're dead. GG. You should have been there earlier and stuff like that. Anyways, let's just kind of blast through this. Okay, I very much dislike this new update, which I never seen. Still, can it not be in our communities? Okay, they're still complaining about the thing that I can't stream on.
Yeah, it's like
Is that
like Twitch and YouTube, like when it comes to streaming, it's the objectively better platform.
gosh? It's like that's all is that all they're complaining about? Live streaming? That's all these updates are about. We don't like our live stream. It's like, come on, guys. If you're worried about the porn on the app, then you haven't seen enough of it on the app to know where it is. Gosh, like these kids just don't even know where it is. They're only worried about the surface level. Cam girls in Central. Gosh, like that's all. Oh, no. Did I lose this?
What, softcore camming?
Oh, I got. Oh, you know what happened? I had to log back in. It knocked me out of my thing. That's why, cause yeah, some. Did I not sign in? I gotta sign in again. Um. Oh gosh, I can't sign in. Did it mean that's weird? I can't sign back into the app. Oh, never mind. Good. Okay, I was scared. I thought they're like stop them, cut them off. Yeah. Most of these top comments are just people complaining about the live. Like, just don't go to those places. Like, just do better. Like, that's all. Like. Okay, let's see. Here are live cam girls at the top of the Sonic screen. Actually, no, they're not. Every Amino has it. Just there's a live and trending. I'll just put this into the Discord here just to stop.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So they're just like. Actually, I should show off the other one. So Sonic Amino is like live streaming fix. The solution is blocking controversial new covered character name. What has happened? Weird. What? Yeah. So I'm just trying to find anything else. Fix hashtag. Instead of streaming ads, can you fix hashtag? Anyone else talking about anything else than the riots? Install now
Right.
app builder. So people want to jump ship. Some guys suggesting to build an app. I mean, yeah, I mean you can.
And these guys can't really go to Project Z because, much like my dating life, that shit's a failure to launch.
Oh boy. I mean, I never actually looked at the numbers, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I never looked at the numbers. So Project Z is not a good choice either.
Yeah.
I wanted more pedophiles and 18 plus on the thing. I think I'm the only one who came up with like, hey, how about we do something else? And they threw me out they threw me out the window. It's like we should figure out how about we fix the how about we fix the Amino coins? And then they looked at me and then they threw me out the window. Leaders and curators don't get paid for what they do. Of course they don't. It's okay. So this person's okay. So leaders and curators don't get paid for what they do, unlike people who actually work for media labs or Amino. Of course. Like, what did you think? You think this was supposed to be paid for? You think that by working as a curator, you think that working as a mod, you're not. You're a mod. You're a mod over a forum. Just like you're a Discord mod, you're not officially getting paid for it. So I don't know why you're asking for money. The only thing, of course, you can get is the
Okay, so
coins, which is
I'm on Twitter right now,
oh boy.
ironically enough. And Belle Delphine is trending.
Wait, why?
Why?
Because apparently him and Two Man banged.
Him?
Yeah, so it's like,
Two Man,
Oh.
like the guy who's like the shit poster.
well, okay, wait to hit
The
on
guy who made the guy who made the fucking N-word pass.
Oh wow.
A thing.
How does that happen? Okay.
Like he legit made it into a fucking card.
I never understood where that meme came from. To be honest, I just know it was just a meme. But, good to know.
But yeah, these guys, like him and Belle Delphine, apparently had sex. I don't know.
That is kind of weird.
I know nothing about them. Well, yeah, I know nothing about them. I ain't having sex, so it ain't my problem.
Like, and one of my people who I follow on Twitter said like apparently this. I'm just gonna fucking link the Twitter post. Like, honestly, like
Oh, the memes.
like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like she like in bed, she looks like the type of person that would lay in a dead fish.
Oh.
But I think actually I haven't bought that shit, but like I have seen the leaks of it. She looks like she can ride dick.
Yeah, she looks. Yeah, looks kind of boring in bed.
But it's like she can ride, like she can do some croc riding
Yeah,
here
but
and
her
there.
stuff is just boring to me.
It's like she's mid as shit.
Yeah, that's the perfect term. She's mid, and it's like honestly, it doesn't help that it's like her eyes are too damn big for me. Like they're about to
Probably
pop.
makeup.
Makeup and probably that whole like tape thing where you tape your eyelids open, so you look more like an anime girl.
What the fuck? People actually do that shit?
Yeah, yeah, and I didn't even have to learn that from my trusted daughter. I knew that way before.
Why?
So you look more like an anime girl, or more like an anime character,
Why the fuck? Just I
or shoot, even just like just to look more American. Really, that's what like a lot of like Asian cosplayers would say. Is just to look more, not even cosplayers, just makeup artists. That a lot of times, a lot of the girls would literally like they add
like
on makeup and then they pull it. They have the tape on, so they look
why
bigger eyed.
like imagine if you sneeze.
Yeah, I mean, you can still blink. It's just got a little bit more limitations.
So yeah, like
Yeah.
apparently these two fucked and simps are probably having a stroke and people are wondering why the fuck Belle Delphine.
It's trending. Yeah, I'm looking at the thing at the trend, and I'm seeing the memes. I'm loving it. I saw one fucking. Oh my god, that's too mad.
Yes.
Wow,
He's a shit poster.
that is very He's got bigger boobs than she does. I'm sorry, but he does. This thing looks like he can knock a child out. Shit, I mean, I'm pretty sure like Jessica Negri would look at that and be jealous. Like, God, good lord.
Yeah, apparently these two fucked.
Wow.
That's that's interesting. I mean, not to the point where I'm actually gonna care, but it's like, well, I mean, hotter girls have fucked uglier. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to diss anybody or anything, but it's like, yeah, there's been hotter girls who have slept with uglier men.
And to be fair, like the ugly bastard fucking tag exists as well.
Oh yeah, that's a real life thing, dead ass.
Yeah, must have money there.
There has been some money involved.
Relevancy, money. Oh, I'm surprised. Well. And plus, how does something like this leak?
That's what I was about to ask. How did people even know about this? Did she do something? Did she say something? Did he just ran to one of his homies and was like, "Hey, yo, bro, you'll never know who I
I know there's like a few photos of them actually.
Crush bell with a fiend. I'm a fiend. I crushed that. Like a fiend.
Like it's apparent, so there's no guarantees.
I mean, dude, where's the Twitter back? Not Twitter. The Instagram private messages. Those have to come out before noting
that, or actually, no, I shouldn't say that.
because I don't
Oh.
know. I'm not. I wouldn't even hear this, but I'll wait for some YouTuber to pull this up and be like,
yeah, it's scarce or or someone. But yeah, here's like the photos of like some of those two.
I feel like this is going to be used as an insult to a lot of dudes that not even like incels, just like just general most guys in general, like average guys. Because every guy gets to that point in their life of like, oh man, I'm so ugly, no girl wants me. And then somebody would pull the pictures up, it's like, bro, this bitch slept with the literal tag of ugly bastard.
"You still have a chance, friend." And
You still have a chance, bro.
and you put your hand on his shoulder. Still have a chance.
Nah, they make it even worse though to go the other direction. For like, is it like showing the pictures? Like, so what you saying? There's a chance? Like, no, I'm saying you're uglier than this guy. There ain't no living hell that you're going to ever sleep get a girl in. Period.
Not this one. Never.
So it could go either direction.
Yeah.
But yeah, like.
But yeah, fellas, there's a chance.
So you say there's a chance.
It's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you you're gonna be branded with the name Ugly Bastard. Yeah, but I mean.
But there's a chance.
Oh yeah, Dog Boy, how's that title card?
It's coming along. Here, I'll go ahead and send the sketch rendering of it once it finishes.
For Amino Plus members, when you're still constantly bombarded by ads, that's not the point of Amino Plus, you idiot. That's not what the Amino Plus does for you. That's completely well. Yeah, I don't. Well, there are more things. Why do live feature exist? People are just. Man, I hope Julian just cuts for all this because I'm hoping that people. Is Julian going to make a bunch of promises? Oh, okay. Here we go. This guy says it for real. Is Julian going to make a whole bunch of promises he can't keep and bail on us after a couple months, like the last lot at Team Amino did the last lot before that, and the last lot before that? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, this is why we're calling them out. Team Amino, partly on our podcast. It's not a Team Amino podcast because then they would have to be like, tell me. But other than that, it is a art and everything podcast, and also why not development? Are you sure you guys are stuff events? More people complaining about how come it's taken 3 years for Amino team, regardless of ownership, to deal with the bots at all it would take to require for verified emails. Yeah, that's what I think. They should have like a Turing thing. It's absolutely embarrassing to watch this happen. How it has absolutely been falling apart. The problem is, I know we don't get hit with bots. No one really gets hit with bots unless you're popular Amino. I like if your Amino's active, which I don't know who's sending these bots. I don't know if they're like first I thought it was like Amino making these bots and then releasing them because they need to keep their numbers up. But then people are making bots for Amino, and I don't get why or who's like. I get the the random attack bots that just kind of that like try to link you to like just try to steal your credit card information. I get those, but the rest of the bots I've been seeing are people making bots so they can like build their community, or like they're using bots in chat, they're using bots in their communities. But there's like I don't know. They just seem to be, yeah, they have a lot of bots, but I don't know what these bots are for most of the times. They just, you can actually see who's coming into the Amino, like of all countries, but you can't tell. And the bots are just pretty much look the same, and they just pretty much say a cute community something bot number random string. That's it. This is a horrible update. People are complaining about that. Sam, previous Team Amino guy, once said the Q&A in the public chats are going to get a total rehaul. Oh, that's his name, Sam. Well, with lots of improvements in chats, are they on the way, or is this still happening? So I don't know. Take a bet to what's going to happen. What comes July 3rd, and what Julian's ever going to answer in this. This isn't a question. It's just a lesson on how to run a business. Successful business person, you are running an app that primarily makes money off advertisement. Yes. The more people, the more people that see ad adverts, and the more people that click on them, the more money you make. In order to make money, people have to use the app. Currently, you are introducing features that the user base has made clear we don't want. The left bugs alone without fixing them for months because you're focusing on new features. Questionable. I don't even know if they're even making new features because I haven't seen new things. This is in turn reducing the app's activity because people don't use the app that contains features. Don't that don't So people don't use apps that contain features they don't want in the app. As a person who tried to put in new features that I thought would help. Maybe because they can put in new features, but people aren't going to use them all the time.
Yeah,
So
like the quiz feature.
oh, that was there from eons ago, I think. Yeah, the quiz feature was there, but I think it was different eons. I don't think
Like it was around like 2016.
really. Okay, you're probably right because I don't remember when it came. I don't.
Yeah, like people were using it, but eventually it just they just stopped using it.
The people use it more for like, do you know me? It's like, oh great, you're wasting the quiz.
Or like trivia stuff.
Yeah, they do for trivia stuff, but barely. The most I've the,
Voice chat, like there's no argument. People use that shit a lot.
people, yeah, that is great. People,
However, voice notes, that's
depends.
yeah, like
If there's no voice,
like people use it, but it's like eventually like they just stop.
yeah. I went to like international like chats where they use a bit of the voice notes, but not too much, just to laugh and stuff like that. Or
Dude.
freak each other out or something like that. It's some kind of like it had like all different kind of people from like different languages, and they're like, "No, speak English only" in that chat. So like it was like a voice. It was some kind of chat, but yeah, no, a lot of people don't use it. That's true. Voice notes. I mean, these people are incompetent. They just probably don't care what goes on.
Let's see, the activity bar, that was actually like people just use that all the time.
Yeah,
Let's be honest here. That's how like people evaluate.
yeah. The activity bar is pretty good. The a couple other things. If you don't blog, if you kind of like use blogs, it's the best thing to use because every other function that you use doesn't seem to be
Images, like you can post just images, which is fucking stupid.
which is just like the blog and stuff like that. But if you use that, there's like this kind of algorithm Amino has that doesn't allow people to see it. It's like it doesn't care if you use that.
Yeah.
The guy goes on to say, because people don't use the app contains features they don't want in the app. Now there's an alternative to Team Amino where to remove the live features, fix bugs, introduce features that people ask for, then the app base would grow and would all stay. Now this is questionable. If this guy has ideas for telling how the Amino works, can he if like he should be able to like if he knows this, he can just run his own community or run his own app and then say do it and do a couple of things like this. Because I don't you can always say that you can always say, hey, I know what's better for you, but not be able to improve to implicate it to make it happen. Just like people who are like, oh no, I can do better. Just change up the and make Omana more. Oh, sorry, make the Amino more more slicker and stuff like that. And
It's like
that was like that Freudian slip was on purpose. But they never did. Like none of it improved anything. So I'm just saying, people often say do this, do that, but they don't have any like basis of this thing actually works. Because when you let them do it and they don't do it and they do it and it doesn't work, and they're like, oh no, you just need this thing.
okay,
Yeah,
so
that's funny how we all always wind up getting in more shit because there's always somebody walking up saying like, "Yeah, I got ideas. I can do this," and then they do. It's like I don't know what the fuck I'm
Or
doing.
you know what? When you do comics too, someone's like, "Oh no, this works better if you do that." Why don't you make it like that? And that is like, no, everyone has their own style to work with. So
but yeah, it's like let's be honest here, like Amino was like all I said was just like, listen, just do uh, like here are these three things: add quality of life and meaningful features, honest and consistent moderation, and communication. That's all.
yeah, I think it just takes time. To be honest, like you write them, tell them how to improve because I've done that many times before. Um, I think it obviously just takes times to even to implement all the stuff. Like they have to go through a pipeline of things and they have to test it. It's like game development pretty much. If you
Yeah.
want to put something new, you have to test it, so the bugs aren't in it, and if it doesn't like break the whole app, because if you break the whole app, then you got to find someone to fix it again. And I think the problem is that they we want new
Because
things,
apparently the code is Yandere dev tier.
yes, and we all can't have what we want because we just said make this happen. We all can't say this money it makes money this way, so you got to do it this way. We all can't. We don't know what's going on at the top to say what they're actually doing to fix what they're doing. And I hope they're doing. And all jokes aside, I hope they're just like they're doing their best because the app is still running. I
Yeah,
mean,
like
money.
yeah, it's just like more or less kind of like just like towards the higher ups.
Yeah, it's like yeah, like they're putting this live streaming thing in. I guess it is pretty bad, but Kick says we need to make money. These kids say no, we don't care if you make money, but it's not in their hands. Like we all like
Like listen, like
for every leader, because I can sympathize with Amino on a leader base because as a leader, you're trying to keep your community or your app or whatever your thing running, and that's what I was trying to do with Amana. The idea was like
yeah,
I keep it running so people could use it, but then you got
yeah,
the
like
activist.
then it's like uh, and like I learned a lot through like YouTube like MCNs like multi-channel networks. It's just like it's communication is what like really just keeps the things going
Yeah. Yep.
because because the lack of communication basically it's just it'll just crumble down and I've worked in game development.
Yeah. Um. So anyone? Well, we're gonna wrap this podcast up because I'm not seeing anything else except for everyone complaining about the thing that they're just complaining about. I don't think we're going to. I don't think July is going to provide us with any good questions. I have to wait till July, like third after. Wait, that is. Yeah, I think a week after July 3rd is when we'll get our answers of anything, and then we can critique Julian on his on what he says and stuff like that. But other than that, like no, yeah, I guess that's it. Can't really do much. Just have to hope that one of them listens and listens to the right voice and does the right thing. And we don't have a business. We don't have a business sense. But
Nice sketch. Nice sketch, dog boy.
actually, I'm going to
Like
say
it.
that. Sorry.
I just.
Oh yeah, I barely see, but let me just drag it over here. Yeah, that's coming out good.
Yep.
We got to move this thing. All right. Well, I guess that's Whoa, oh gosh, no, I'm exposing the Discord. I don't want to edit this. I don't want to. I don't want to. I just want to send it to YouTube and call it a day, and make a thumbnail and then call it a day. All right. So I think that wraps up our thing. Unless anyone's got anything else.
Yeah.
I think we did 2 hours. We went over
Which
the
is
limit.
rather impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Went over the limit.
Honestly.
So, all right. Thank you. Thank you. That one viewer who's watching from the Twitch, and maybe the more people who are watching in the VODs and on YouTube. Don't forget to follow us on our social media accounts. Or actually,
Mr. Overlord, pretty much almost everywhere. And yeah.
The links will be in the description, so people will have the ability to check it out and stuff like that. So I think that wraps it up. So I will say goodbye to everyone in across the world and everywhere in the land, and who was ever listening. You have a great day, morning, noon, or night, and we'll see you next time on the Midnight Social Reading Podcast.
Or the Midnight Social Podcast.
For the midnight, I'm going to go to sleep or edit and watch other things to do podcasts before going to bed.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, it's fucking 2:30 a.m. for me. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, same. All right, well, peace out, Girl Scouts.
Hey, I haven't said that in a while. Still.
Good night and good luck.
And
Play the outro music.
Or yeah, I have this idea for like an intro song actually.